Hey, and welcome to Duke Nukem 3D's Area 51. So this is the secret level for the birth. First thing we're going to do here is kill these enemies because I don't really want them flying around on us. Pick up the shotgun shells there. We're going to quickly dive outside of this fence here because I just want to show you all this fun stuff here. So that's the prop department for 3D Realms. There's signs here telling you not to come to Area 51, and you can have a quick look at the entrance there. Just wanted to quickly show all that off because even though it's scenery, it is pretty interesting scenery. So this opening part is disconnected from the rest of the level, and you'll see what I mean as we head forward. We have to blow up this little shack here, hit this switch, and then we head inside here. We grab the chain gun here. This part is pretty interesting. I mean, it's interesting that they felt the need to separate the opening part, but as you can see, we come through the teleporter and it's absolute chaos here at Area 51. There's an RV there. There's a bunch of enemies on the other side. I want to blow these up as quickly as possible. Nice. So there's a lot of flying pig cops in this area, and all of them are really annoying to deal with. Really annoying to deal with. Especially if you're pistol starting. If you're pistol starting, you'll chew through a lot of ammo before you even get inside Area 51 here. So you got to be a bit careful. I'm trying to take them down one at a time here. But if you obviously bring weapons in from the previous levels, then this will be a bit easier, I reckon. I won't lie, I'm not super familiar with this level. So whenever I play Duke Nukem 3D, I very rarely come to this one. So this is actually kind of me exploring this level in depth for the first time, which is going to be pretty fun. I know the general directions that we need to go in, but obviously we'll see what we can find as we go through the level. When we head into this cave up here, excuse me. I like the license plate there. When we go into the cave up here, you can see that there's a night vision goggles and there's some health, which we desperately needed. We're going to destroy the cannon in front of the entrance there. There's a bunch of pipe bombs hidden around the corner there. We need to get the blue key card, so where do we get that? We actually need to go through the air vent here. So we come inside this room here. So the room that you see on the other side of this force field will actually be in there later on this level. We won't be there for quite a while though, so try to forget about it for now. I am getting rid of these guys with the pipe bombs because you can kill enemies with explosions through the force fields there. They're not immune from explosions, which is really useful to know. So when we pick up the blue key card there, you can see those doors opened up. Luckily we killed all the enemies with the 2 bombs I put down. There is a secret up there, but we do not have a jetpack at this exact moment. But rather than kind of waiting to find a jetpack, we'll probably come back later on if I remember to. You can see we're back out in the canyons here. So you can see this area has been repopulated with some enemies, not as many as we saw earlier on though. Take you out. Armor's very needed. So we're actually heading inside Area 51 here. Take down the Reaper there. We're going to head down the steps here. There's a pig cop around the corner here. If we hit this switch here, there's actually a med pack behind that wall. We need to hit the middle one there, I think. So when you come down here, a bunch of enemies will spawn back outside there. We want to make sure we get rid of them. We don't really want to be worrying about them too much. I don't like using laser trip mines, so we're not going to bother with that. But there is a door here that we can go through. So this area is like a little computer area, and there's actually two secrets in here. The first one's behind that wall there. You have to come up to this little symbol here and jump into the wall. The second secret is over in the corner here. I clearly forgot to go for this when I was playing through this level, so I just thought I'd slip this clip in here and show you what it looks like. So now I'm just going to quickly have a nosy around, see if I can find any ammo, because I do know we're probably going to be needing as much of that as possible later in the level, because there are some annoying enemies on this one. Head back upstairs here. We're going to head through this door that we previously didn't go into. Got to be careful with how you fall here, because if you fall too far you will drop down and you will die from the splash damage. There is actually a portable med kit up there in the wall if you need it. So this part of the level is pretty interesting because there's 3 switches up there. 2 of them you can hit, 1 of them is broken. You use them to unlock the force field gates down here. Oh, hello. You don't want to open 1 and 2 together because there are quite a few enemies who will flood into this little area here. We're going to use the pipe bomb trick here.
Damn, I'm good.
But you can see we can go into them if we really want to, 1 and 2. We can't go into 3 yet. 3's busted, so we have to come in from the rear on that one. I'm not doing too well on the ammo front here, hence why I was looking for some earlier. Luckily, if you stay out of the direct line of sight of those guys, they don't really pose that much of a threat. The problem with these enemies is that they're pretty nippy, so like they'll get right in your face if you give them a chance. I do love how this one wakes up as soon as you shoot the glass. Pretty cool, that. You can see all the models of the monsters here and their anatomies. That's pretty neat, I'm not going to lie. I really do like that. So you can see the key card back there. Just going to have a quick nosy around this room. Not even sure what that switch does.
Where is it?
You can see some fun stuff's happening in this area. Oh look, it's down. You can see that there's a pocket of monsters there. We don't want them all waking up at once, because dealing with 3 of these at once would be a bit of a nightmare. Especially because we don't even have that much ammo at the minute. Excellent. So we're going to open the second one here. Again, we can't really go into the third one, so there's no point in really paying attention to what's up there right now. So there are some octo brains in this room that I'm going to have to deal with. And I'm going to have to use the pistol here, which is not the most ideal way to be doing this. We have got some shotgun ammo at least, which is cool. Now I know this opens something in this room. I genuinely forget what it is though. I want to try saving that shotgun ammo for as long as possible because I'm pretty confident that we're going to be seeing bigger enemies further on in this level.
Where is it?
I like the description on the side of this box here. As you can see, there's a crack in the wall there, so let's go and have a nosy in here.
Cool.
There's some pipe bombs there. First things first though, let's blow up whatever's in the water. You can hear there are some enemies there, and there's the blood and guts. You can see this takes us back to the canyon at the start of the level, so there's an RPG here, very nice. Can't blow up the bridge. In Duke Nukem, some of the times you can blow up the bridges. There's a nice little crack there, and there's a ship that's sunken in the water there. Pretty nice piece of decoration there. I don't think we can actually get to that ship though. At least not the outside. I think in a bit we can get to the interior. Ah, nice. That's what the switch did. I just got to be careful with this RPG here. But yeah, when I'm fighting these enemies with the RPG, I'm always careful because when you shoot them with the RPG, they tend to bounce forward towards you, which is obviously not ideal. Oh my god, there's so many of these. So yeah, we'll be using that claw in a second that you just saw. Excellent. We need the yellow key card to get into there. You can see that's opened up this here. I assume that's where the sort of spaceship will head out and shoot out. I think that's a reference to Independence Day. Because it kind of looks, because that kind of looked like one of the alien ships from that movie. I'm not sure if this came out before that though.
Come get some.
So you can see there's a conveyor belt here. We do not want to go into that red electric thing there. That will be very bad for our health. So when we go inside this teleporter here, you will see that we actually do get to see the inside of a spacecraft, an alien spacecraft at that. Now this is definitely from Independence Day, and I think because the birth was added after Duke Nukem 3D's release, I'm like 99% sure this is an Independence Day reference, which I adore because I like Independence Day 1. We don't talk about the sequel. The sequel is not good. It's bad for everyone. But yeah, you can see that there's not much to really do in here. It's just kind of nice set dressing. You can't really even blow up the reactor there. There's a switch in the wall so you can get out.
Cool.
But now we're going to head inside the red door. So what's interesting here, pay attention to the wall behind us. So you can hear one of those guys around. What basically happened, when one of those spawns in this room, it immediately goes through the wall. So it actually doesn't stay in the level. So, and that's why you can hear it here. But you can't see it. Now, here's the thing. There isn't actually a legitimate way of killing it. So that means that it's almost always impossible to get 100% kills on this level. But what I'll do in a second, when I've got rid of these guys, I hate using the RPG against these guys, because that happens. But yeah, I'm 99% sure this is all a big reference to Independence Day. So what I'm going to do here, I'm quickly going to save it. I'm going to see if we can kill this guy who's gone into the wall here. Nice detail there with the maps. I'm just going to see if we can see him. So you can see he can actually shoot through the wall at us. And for a second there, the wall didn't exist because our rocket went right through the wall to him. See if we can see him. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to fight him in the void. But yeah, that's just an interesting little fact about this level. That enemy almost always goes into the wall straight away. You have to be ready with your shrink ray if you want to prevent that from happening. But yeah, not a good idea to fight this thing with the shrink ray, so let's get rid of that. I'd rather fight it with a pistol here, to be honest. Or the Glock, if you want to call it by its real name. It is actually a Glock, this. But I always call it pistol. So you can hear there's a Battle Lord somewhere ahead of us here. We are heading towards the end of the level here, so... Okay, got him. So welcome to one of the most frustrating puzzles in all of Duke Nukem 3D, and yes, that is Duke Burger getting blown up. So there are two sets of switches here that you have to hit, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I forgot the combinations because you have to do them both in tandem. So if you don't have them both right, you can't activate at the end of the level. So basically, I spent a few minutes trying, and then I just did this. Because to be honest, like, you know, I can't remember. But you can launch nukes once you've done the combination right. Nice little animation there of the rocket taking off. I'm going to set this one off here. So it's a nice little set piece to end the level here, and it kind of gives the level a bit of build because you're building up to these nukes launching, which is pretty cool. So being completely honest, I don't love Area 51. It's a nice idea. There's a couple of nice Easter eggs in there, but for me, I don't jive with this one. This is one of those Duke Nukem levels that if I can skip it when I'm playing through my playthroughs, I always do. I don't really have many fond memories of this one. I know that it's quite well liked by other people, and that's really cool, but for me personally, this is one that, because it's an optional level, I very rarely come out here to play it. And it's interesting because this is also in the N64 version of Duke Nukem 3D. But here's the thing, you don't actually get to start in the starting area. You actually start in this cave here, which I guess kind of makes sense because they want to save space and all that. You'll also notice that it's set in the daytime here, so we lose that sort of sunset aura that we had when we were here last time. But as you can see, by and large, it's pretty much the same level, and for that reason I'm not going to play through the whole thing again. I just kind of wanted to show off the opening area here, because this is really where most of the differences are. I also kind of want to show off a secret that I didn't get to in the PC version, because I forgot to go back. But you can see they've put a rock in here, I assume to make it easier for people to get on top of the RV there. But you can see that the level's effectively the same, like, and even as you make your way towards the end of the level, the puzzles are the same. And even this up here, like, you can still come up here. I don't think you can go through the teleporter yet. I think you have to actually come from the other side, but if you like Area 51 on PC, you know, it's a different way to play it, I guess. Well, as I said, for me, this isn't a level that I truly sort of enjoy. I didn't actually show off what was around here either, but you can see it's just these weird sort of electricity things. And this area is still very much the same. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe this is going to be the last Duke 64 level that I cover in this Duke Nukem 3D playthrough. So I'm planning to do a full video regarding the levels with Duke 64. So I'm going to do a full playthrough, and then I'm going to do like a full-on video where I break down all the levels individually so that I can kind of take a good proper look at this version of Duke Nukem 3D. But yeah, it's actually been really fun getting to experience these Duke 64 levels for the first time, because I never played Duke 64 back in the day, so seeing all these levels across all these episodes has been really, really fun. And I'm going to make a video, like I said, to sort of convey my thoughts on those levels. But yeah, let me know what you think of Area 51. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And thank you very much for watching.